Hello and welcome back to the channel and to another video all about running. Now today I have something a little bit different for you. This is the Heelless Running Shoe from FBR, designed to reduce heel striking and in turn reduce your chances of becoming injured. So in today's video we're going to delve into the ins and outs of the FBR and just to see, is it a gimmick? Does it work? Okay, so firstly, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel and tap that bell icon so you can be notified of all our latest videos, which we try and release every single week. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help our channel. So the FBR Heelless Shoe, you've got to say it does look a bit weird. I don't think I've ever put a shoe on that's got part of the heel missing before. But I think before we get into the shoe and why it was created, maybe a little bit of a background of myself and why I looked to give the FBR shoe a try. So I've been running for about 6 years now, and ever since I laced up my first pair of trainers and started to take running seriously, I've been dogged by shin splints. I'd get 5 or 6 weeks into a hard training block and I would start to break down with debilitating pain, which even meant it was painful walking up and down stairs. And I am in my 40s, but I was walking around like I was in my 80s or 90s. And I'm sure any of you out there that have also had shin splints, you will really agree with me and how debilitating and painful it can be. I have tried everything to reduce the pain of shin splints, from stopping running and having several months rest, to return to running plans, to focusing on strength and conditioning of my glutes, of my hamstrings and my ankles. I've had biomechanical assessments done ×2. I've had properly fitted shoes. I've had deep tissue massage. I've also, what else have I tried? There's been that much. I've had dry needlework. I've been to see 5 different physios. None of them have been able to cure it properly. And I even resulted it in PRP treatment, which is platelet-rich plasma, basically where they take some of your blood, they spin it around really quick and it separates out all the platelets. They then inject that into the affected area, which is meant to stimulate accelerated repair. But sadly, several £1,000s down the drain and nothing has really helped reduce my pain at all. I've recently had 4 months off complete rest and I'm now 3 weeks into training and I can already feel the pain coming back. So when I saw the Heelless Running Shoe from FBR advertised, I did some investigation and I thought, well, I've tried everything else, so it's got to be worth a go, right? Now the shoe is the brainchild of Franc Beneyto, who was inspired after reading a book called Running with the Kenyans. The author of that book spent time in Kenya monitoring and assessing Kenyan runners. Now what the author noticed was the form of these Kenyan runners meant that they did very little heel striking and actually were far less likely to become injured. After becoming inspired, Frank literally took his pair of trainers and cut his heel off, took them out for a run and just to see what results he would get. Now to cut a long story short, Frank then took the design to the Sheffield Hallam University and to the scientists, where a lot more testing and a lot more study was done with professional athletes as well. And the end results basically came in to show that through less heel striking, the athletes were far less likely to become injured. Now the FBR shoe is aimed at runners of all ability. It is quite a heavy shoe at 360 grams, so it wouldn't be a shoe that you'd wear for your speed work, more likely for your long runs or your easy runs. And FBR do recommend an 8 to 12 week transition period, taking you from normal shoes into the heelless shoe. For obvious reasons, running with this type of shoe will definitely change your gait or could even change your form. So it's not recommended for you to jump straight from a standard pair of shoes straight into the FBR Heelless. So in a nutshell, that's what the shoe is all about. That's who it was created by, that's why it was created. And as I said, my issues with shin splints has kind of led me down this road to give these a try. Now, at the end of the day, I don't know whether heel striking is a contributing factor to my shin splints. It could be, it might not be. I'm willing to give it a try after exhausting every other avenue. So I think enough talking. We're going to go lace up these bad boys now. We're going to go take them out for a run, and we're just going to assess how they feel and what we think of them. So I am out walking down to where I'm going to start my run, and I think probably the first thing to point out is that walking it's weird. Having no heels in your shoe just makes the whole walking experience a bit odd. And I'm kind of looking around at the surrounding houses just to see if anyone's looking at me going, yeah, that guy's got no heels in his shoes. But weird. It's just weird. Okay, so here we are, out running, and I've started on a nice flat area, relatively slow pace. And I think the first thing to point out is the shoes feel like a really nice snug fit. Now, I haven't got wide feet, but they do feel quite tight, even while they're loosely laced. So I think they're a nice fit trainer. And yeah, I can't heel strike. It's really weird. Even if I try to heel strike, I literally can't do it. But definitely running more on my toes than I normally would, and so far so good. The more I'm running in these, the nicer they're feeling. Now, I definitely wouldn't use these for speed work, but if I'm honest, I'm actually really enjoying running in them. I can feel a ridge where the heel has been cut off, and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but maybe I just need to get used to that. I don't know, but 5 minutes in, I'm really enjoying it. It's good. Okay, so I am coming a little bit more of a downhill kind of section of my route, and I do tend to potentially heel strike more when I'm running downhill, and I can feel it a little bit more now I am coming downhill, but still, it's still not that bad. I can definitely understand why FBR say to have like 8 to 12 weeks worth of transition. I'm about 10 minutes in and I've got slightly tight calves, but I presume that's because I'm more up on my toes than I normally would be. But I have to say, the experience so far, it's a big thumbs up. I can only see that if you are a heel strike runner and you have had injuries from heel striking, then these would really help. You can't heel strike. And I know I've probably said that 5 times already. Even when I'm trying to heel strike, I can't heel strike. They definitely do what they say on the tin. That's for sure. Okay, so I've largely been running on the flat and downhill, and we've got a little bit of an uphill section coming here, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any difference when we're going uphill, because generally I kind of run more on my toes when I'm going uphill anyway. So again, I've just down a little downhill section, I can notice it a little bit more, but hardly anything, to be honest. Just give it a bit of welly coming up this hill, and I can't really tell the difference, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going up a massive hill, it's only a short incline, but I can't tell the difference now between running in the FBRs and running in normal shoes. I can't tell that there's no heel, and actually they feel really good. I know I'm raving about these a little bit too much, but they are definitely performing better than I thought they would. It's about a 15-minute run done. I didn't want to do anything too strenuous on the first one. A little bit straight, a little bit of uphill, a little bit of downhill. Just use the train. But overall, I quite enjoyed the run, to be honest. So now I better get back, get the shoes off, see how the shins feel, and do a summary. Okay guys, there we go, run completed, and I have actually had a chance to get out and run in these a couple of more times. I've been on the treadmill with them also, and yeah, what a strange experience. More so when you're walking, as you probably appreciate. You've got no heel in your shoe, so walking is a little bit weird compared to wearing normal footwear and walking. I did notice a little bit of pain or discomfort while I was walking for a prolonged period, so that is definitely something that you might want to consider. But when I was running, yeah, I did not heel strike. It was practically impossible to heel strike. And for a heel strike runner, I can definitely see these being of benefit. Whether it would stop injury, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a trainer designer, so I really don't know. But what I can say from using them is you definitely won't heel strike while you're wearing these shoes. I can understand why FBR suggest an 8 to 12 week transition period, because running a few times in them, I did feel tightness in my calves. And that's probably from the shoes making me more of a forefront runner, which I suppose is not necessarily a bad thing. But overall, it wasn't a bad experience. I don't know if I'll be wearing them all the time, but I can really see a benefit of wearing these shoes. Again, more so if you do heel strike. It is worth pointing out that FBR have not asked us to make this video. I'm not paid by FBR, far from it. I have a recurring injury that I have tried many things to fix, and this is just another attempt at trying to rid myself of those damn shin splints. So if you are a heel strike runner and you are looking to try something different, then it might be worth giving these a go. It is worth noting that the trainers that I tried were the FBR Noa first iteration, and since FBR have released the Noa 2. So I hope you found this video of some use or of interest, and if you have, again, please hit that subscribe button and give our video a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.